Welcome to the Nailsin Ratings, and once again, going to talk about Doctor Who in the episode KERBLAM! Yes, because it is a bomb plot. Did it bomb? Well, kind of, sort of, but not as bad as some others. This one is one of these where it was more boring than bad, and not just not very original. But again, saved perhaps because previous episodes were really god-awful, and this one is just couldn't reach the levels of badness as those did. The weaknesses are there. You get some lectures. And remember, and here's the very important lecture, it's mean to be mean. That's right. Especially if you're a manager and what have you. So, we get off to a start. They're in the control room, the TARDIS, and the TARDIS is flying around. And the Doctor gets a package sent to her. It turns out there's this company that, and I can't remember if it was declared that it was in the future or if it's some alien operation. Everyone's human in it, so I don't know. But it's basically a FedEx for the galaxy, or the universe. And what happens is these robot delivery guys teleport to your spaceship and bring you your package or to your planet, whatever, wherever they're going. And this one's for the Doctor, and she opens it up, and for a little fan tease, it's a fez. So while the Doctor's opening it up, she's saying, I don't remember ordering anything through KERBLAM or what have you. But with being a fez, you start to think, hey, that means when she was Matt Smith, she might have ordered a new fez or something. Yeah, wouldn't that be cool if it was some unfinished business left over from a previous incarnation and that kind of thing? No, that's not what they're doing. It's just a little tease. So she puts it on and says, hey, it still fit me? All that. But the receipt has a message. Help me! So someone was deliberately sending this to the Doctor in the hopes the Doctor would come and save the day. So, again, suggesting that somehow somebody knows the Doctor. No. Here, I'll go ahead and spoil it. KERBLAM, they go to KERBLAM Central at their warehouse where all their packages are going on and all that stuff, and they get jobs there to go undercover and investigate what's going on and try to find out who needs help. Yay! It turns out the message wasn't sent by anybody. It was sent by the automated system of the company. The computer was concerned because people, the workers, kept disappearing. And it seems like it's the computer doing it because all the robots keep carting people off and then they disappear. And, of course, the nasty manager who's rude to one of the workers. So you suspect him, huh? And, of course, the robots themselves, you figure, they become self-aware and taken over and stuff. And I was expecting that, and I really didn't want to because I knew we'd get the speech that we got in Smile, which would be awful. But in a way, it's kind of still there, but not quite. But the robots are really creepy looking. And I wouldn't want that in the house, I mean, it just looks like, yes, I'm going to go crazy and kill you in your sleep. So it turns out the bubble wrap in the packages are actually clever explosives. And so if you pop it, which everyone does, it goes off. And so one of the workers, she gets carted off by the robots. And they say, hey, you get a gift for being a good employee. And so she gets the package. She's like, oh, cool. So she opens it up, and there's nothing in it but bubble wrap. And she's like, what the hell? Well, might as well pop the bubble. Turns out another worker who has quite the crush on her, and Graham's trying to say, hey, buddy, hey, that's a girl, huh? Well, yeah. By the way, the janitor character named Charlie, has kind of a young David Tennant look to him, huh? Yeah. Well, maybe not. But he probably could do better impressions than Jodie does, but that doesn't stop her from trying. Yeah, she's still doing that. That's her Doctor. She's just a watered-down David Tennant as a woman. But it turns out Charlie is the villain. He's a bit of an activist. He's angry about automation is just taking all the jobs away. And so he's going to make a statement by sabotaging the KERBLAM company by literally making them KERBLAM all of their customers. So here's the interesting thing, where a lot of that screaming about automation and being mad at the corporate structures and what have you, and the system. And usually a message from a Doctor Who episode would be on the side of the activist, but here, not so much, because he's murdering people. But it is of some note that the Doctor was more concerned and trying to win over the guy more than she was the manager, who was just rude. So, yeah, she was completely wrong about the matter. So he's an a-hole, but not a villain. You got to understand that. But then again, these episodes are very childlike, and a child has a hard time understanding that an a-hole doesn't necessarily have to be a villain. That's something you learn when you grow up. But boy, has this show been dumbed down severely. So, but the automation of the KERBLAM was so advanced that, again, this is kind of like the situation that was a big plot hole in Oxygen, which was a horrible episode with a terrible message. But it's like, well, why are there even workers at that point? These robots could do the job. So it was a little late for Charlie to come do his terrorist act. So I don't know. But anyway, boy, he screwed up because his girlfriend gets blown up. He didn't intend for that to happen, but whoops, but boy, how does the Doctor figure it out? Well, she does it. The computer gets its message across because, well, at least she knows, hey, I gotta look somehow to figure out who sent me this message. And it turns out the computer did it. And she realizes, oh no, the computer system was feeling bad about what happened and knew this was wrong. And so was orchestrating these events in order to end it. So it couldn't just be Charlie's dumb plot and it backfires on him. We got to do something like that. But, what are you going to do? Anyway, so Charlie goes down to be in the middle of the robots getting ready to teleport to their targets, but the Doctor manages to change its destination coordinates to just staying put. And they do, and order the robots to explode themselves, which they do, and Charlie burns up in the explosion. She says, hey, buddy, last chance. And he says, so I'm a little surprised that happened. I would have thought, no one, I can't do her voice. No one should die. What? No, she left him there. So, good for you, Jodie, because that bastard had it coming. So, there you go. Was it good? No. It was kind of boring mostly. Was it full of lectures and whatnot? There were some, but and then eventually the conversation between the Doctor, even though, I kind of agreed with the point she's making, it was just one of these where you're almost breaking the fourth wall to explain to people. It's not the system. It's how the system is used or abused or what have you. That sort of thing. But it's just, they don't know how to write anything. They don't know how to show something and make it organic within the story. It has to just be spelled out. And that's not really new. Like I said, like Oxygen was one where you almost had Capaldi basically break the fourth. Oh, capitalism really sucks, and that's the whole point in case you missed it. And so that sort of thing. I can't say that this one was as bad as that. So, KERBLAM, Oxygen was worse than KERBLAM. So, but, I guess 3 out of 5 stars because it didn't piss me off as bad, but it's not going to save this series because it's either really infuriating or it's just boring and flat and lifeless. And that's what you got here. And there's just no real jewels in the rough here for this season. So that's how it continues. And I guess after I was going to say the Christmas special, we're not going to get that. The New Year special, I think I'll have to say my goodbyes to Doctor Who because it's just I don't see anything here. It's sad. I don't like that because I loved Doctor Who. I did. But, you know, what are you going to do? All right. Thank you for watching and listening. Say, why not like and subscribe? And while you're here, hey, check out that link description below for the links to my mini stores that have plenty of goodies for you.